Since today is the last weekday before Valentine's Day, we're giving you some relationship advice that, of course, we can all benefit from, whether we're in one or looking for one. Today, we're talking with licensed mental health counselor Dr. Leslie Zebel about the things you need in order to have a healthy relationship. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, and thanks for having me here.
Now, a lot of people have relationships on the brain since it's almost Valentine's Day. What are we looking for when it comes to a healthy relationship? What should we strive for?
Well, the first thing I would think about is, what is your attitude about relationships? Most people just think that they're one destructive disaster one after another, and they get upset because they don't turn into marriage or they don't turn into an engagement. However, I think if you look at relationships like it's a learning experience and use that, to learn and grow and have fun.
If you had someone come to you with the same, they're just saying, every relationship I have ends the same way, what would your advice to that person be? Is it about that person, or is it about the men they're choosing? What's the real issue? Well,
it is about them, and there's a reason why they're choosing the men that they are. A lot of times, all of us will repeat emotional patterns. And if you're doing that, and if it's the same guy, it's the same kind of guy, the same feelings in the relationship, like the last one, and over, then you need to look at why you're doing that. Why do you keep doing that to yourself? Because no one really wants to do that, Right. It's very unconscious.
There's an issue underlying there.
Yeah, and people also find that they're communicating similar ways in relationships. They find themselves in similar destructive patterns, that they find themselves either being criticized, or they're feeling like a victim in relationships, or they're feeling judged, and they're really losing themselves. And when that starts to happen, it's lack of skills on their part and their partner's part. So both partners need to have, a very good, healthy communication skills that are kind and that are caring and that makes each person feel good about themselves.
What else should we be striving for? How do we work toward getting to that place? What are things that we should focus on?
I think you need to focus on getting yourself as healthy as possible. Because if you go into a relationship depressed, you're just going to have a depressed relationship, right?
Right.
So if you work on being the best you can be, of, sharpening your communication skills, your conflict resolution skills, if you learn how to feel good about yourself and learn what makes you feel good, then you're gonna have better relationships, and you're gonna choose people who have those similar parts in themselves.
How big of an issue is forgiveness, and how do we know when to forgive and when to walk away?
It's a really good question. Forgiveness is learned. And a lot of times we do exactly what we saw our parents do, or people who are important to us while we're growing up. And forgiveness is a day-to-day thing, the little things and the big things. So to forgive is to make the choice that you want to. And to forgive is a process. People think many times you can turn it on and off like a water spigot, but it's a process of working through the sadness, the disappointment, the hurt, and being able then to put it behind you, not bring it up in another relationship and clobber your partner with it, but to let it go and then to move on so the relationship can grow.
You know what, this was great advice for this almost Valentine's Day. Thank you so much for joining us.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
We appreciate you being here. Now, if you want more information on how to have a healthy relationship with your significant other and get more information on the subject in general, just go to drlesliezebel.com. And coming up next, we're taking the Balancing Act viewers to some lesser-known places to showcase those undiscovered destination gems worth visiting. Don't go away.